Welcome, welcome. This is the Infinite Ambition Podcast. Recognize your limitless worth, damn it. This is episode 9, magical number 9, number of completion, number of the beautiful technique. I am your host, Khari, here back again today. Today I'm sitting in, got my guest, beautiful guest, beautiful voice, beautiful soul. We have Shannon Renee in the building. What's up, Miss Lady?
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yo, thank you for coming. It's been a while. It's been a while since last time you was in the lab with us. You know, we some of y'all may know, and some of you don't. We had a collab last year. Did a song together. Me, her, and homegirl Amethyst. You recognize her from the CB Mountain High song. We did 420 friendly song, Lifted Lullaby. That was a fun experience.
So amazing.
Man, but that's just like scratching the surface of what this lady is into, man. She's multi-talented, very deeply embedded in the community, been out here for a while. How long have you been living out here?
Since 2012,
wow, okay.
Actually, yeah. It's been a little while. I love this valley.
Man,
love this community.
It was we was just talking before we went on air about what it is about this valley that she loves so much, about each talking about what each of us loves about this valley so much. Like what kept you out here for a while? Because some people it's not easy. There's some people came and gone. Some people stay for a lifetime. What's been your motivation for staying out here as long as you've been?
That's true, Khari. It takes a lot I feel like it takes a second to learn how to live out here, and you really gotta want to live out here. But at the same time, if you work hard and you figure out your passions and you do everything with love, and this community really supports you,
right, and
believes in you, and it makes you believe in yourself. I love that about this place.
Yeah, absolutely. Just last week I was speaking with Dave on the show and was talking about acceptance and everybody appreciating everybody's individuality. They appreciate people being original, being themselves. Like, it's been more easier for me to be myself since I've been out here than it has anywhere else that I've lived, and that's what's kept me out here so much. Not saying it's been extra comfortable, it's just been easier and more relaxed. I've been much happier.
Yeah, what a good point. I was gonna say something about that, about how Crested Butte kind of what it does for me, or what it did for me. I feel it made me be who I really am and
right.
accept myself, and I love that about this place. I'm supposed to be this person, and it's cool. I can be that person, and I love life. It's
exactly.
great.
You don't have to put on an act.
Yeah.
Nothing's more comfortable than being you, and then the amount of friends you gain from that, and the actual more genuine friendships you build based off of that is priceless. Man, the real treat that I've noticed, ever since every time I'm around you, or ever since the first time I met you, it's always been this crazy, real mellow, just zen vibe about you, And it's very contagious. You get that with a lot of people you run into. I remember when I first came out, it was May of 2015 in the beginning, and the chef that invited me out, we went over to Peels in Paradise. It was a cool place to have a couple of drinks, whatever. It just came from a long trip, and that's when I met you, because at the time you was a co-owner, and then you was talking about what brought me out here. I was saying, well, I'm a chef, but I also do music. You said, there's open mic here? Word, okay. So the following week, I started doing an open mic there, and then that's when I met her. At the time, I didn't know she did music until I think it was the following week of open mic. It was every Thursday or every Monday or something like that.
Monday,
yeah. Yeah, and he was playing guitar and he was singing. I'm like, wow, this is a nice angelic voice there.
Oh,
okay?
thank
I'm feeling that. That's what's up.
So much fun.
And fast forward a little bit to we I think last year we did a Hazy Room, but before then, I think it was just before. Yeah, you released the EP, right? Yeah. Talk about that.
Mountain Town. So, what a cool project. Just open mic night was so much fun. When I first moved here, being part of PETA is just kind of coming to town. There wasn't really any open mic nights, and I just felt like I gotta do this. This is so much fun. I've never really put on something like that. And I've been part of open mic nights, a huge part back where I'm from in Michigan, but I definitely this one was like different.
Yeah.
So it was just cool, all the support and all the people that come and go through Crested Butte, traveling or just moved here for a little while, or looking for that outlet. A lot of first timers,
right.
A lot of poetry to comedy, just new stuff, not just music, and it was just awesome. Collaborations. And so that led to me recording in Howard Productions, Justin Howard, Just How.
Shout out to Just How, amazing producer.
Yeah,
DJ,
so cool.
out here.
So I asked him to record me, and then I'm really into both electronic and acoustic, and that's kind of where I asked him to put his little
I noticed that
flair on there, and then it turned into this awesome project. So
yep, I picked up my copy immediately when it was available. I still have it too. It's a beautiful beautiful project. Is it still available? Is it just handy?
Yeah, we have to order some more copies, and we have another EP coming out, which is so dope, and I can't wait to put it out there, and we gotta get it finished. We got some good dog energy in here. Another passion of mine. Music and the community and dogs and friends and just lots of positive vibes.
Oh yeah. Is it only CD though? Is it available online?
It's on CD Baby. You have to search Mountain Towns, and it comes up. You can buy the songs, but you can.
Such an
we can get you
name
copies
for it,
and
has that vibe to it and everything. I'm putting this in the middle. Okay, yeah. So getting back to Mountain Towns. That was a very serene vibe. I was listening to the whole thing, top to bottom. I think twice in a row when I first got it. So,
wow, thanks.
When you guys go on CD Baby, or you see her in town, ask her about it. Make sure you get yourself all 4 or 5 copies of that, because it is worth it. Trust me.
Yes.
And just stepped up in the studio today. Very frequent guest of the show. Our roommate, my homie. Your boy, Chuck. Some of y'all know him as Charles Robinson, stepped up in the building with us today. He's going to be sitting in giving his little 2 cents on whatever it is we decide to talk about.
Yeah, you know me, I always got 2 cents.
Man, it's been a great day though. A lot going on. We're loving this weather out here. Finally getting our first little taste of winter yesterday. Got a little dusting out here in CD South, a little bit in town. How's it up on the mountain?
That's amazing. It looks like a postcard.
I see that all the time, man. We living in a postcard out here.
That's the only bad thing about City South, though, is it snowed for 10 minutes, and then in 5 minutes it was gone.
Yeah, it was like a little teaser. Just hope this winter is a little better than the last one.
Yeah,
not
definitely.
as insane as the previous. Just enough for us to still have fun and not stress about nothing. And bring in the tourists, because we love them. Keep us afloat out here.
Yeah, gotta make that paper.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Man, Sharon, I know you had a couple of things written down you wanted to talk about there.
I just was writing things down in case you asked me some things, but the most thing I wanted to say was that just about people staying positive and just trying to wake up and just be in that happy place, however it takes you to, whatever it takes to get you there. And
You never
had
have
a lot
positivity in your life.
heartache
Especially now, we all need that.
Yeah, and it is hard to stay positive, and it's easier said than done, but this community is so supportive, and I love seeing everyone coming together and being there for each other. It's just magical.
Yeah.
You don't get that everywhere.
It really, really is. Oh, did you, I remember when you opened it? Yeah, when that picture that I posted.
Oh, yeah.
It was from, like when I Snapchat that from that See Me Mountain High music video, because I think that picture was on my old laptop.
Yeah.
It was a picture in front of the store you own, Rhapsody. Yeah, I know it's taken over by another location, another businesses there now.
Yeah.
But
support local.
did you ever have in your mind to do that again, like build another one or start something else like that again?
I'm glad you mentioned
That was a cool
Rhapsody.
spot.
I love that place. I love that. That's another cool part about just living here and being able to, I believed in myself and just went for my dreams and goals and did that. It was awesome. Like, I mean, that's priceless. I just can't explain that whole experience, and I want to do it again. Maybe like in a different way, either like with a partner or, online, or even in one of these little, I don't know, like, like one of these Airstream kind of, I don't know, I'm just looking into different outlets.
That would be cool.
And supporting locals, arts, and just being, because there's so many creatives here, so much going on.
There is so much going on, and like a lot of ideas, and a lot of creative juices flowing, and it's just not enough resources to make it happen when they want it to happen. So people tend to give up, or
it's still gonna happen for me.
I'm just, but you know what? That's good.
Future plan.
Keep that inside.
Just,
never lose that, because nobody else did that. A store like that out here. That's as far as
it
I've
would
been
be
here.
so much fun. Thanks
years.
for saying that. It was a dream come true, and all the support was why I was just overwhelmed with my passion and like joy every day. Like, how cool.
It's time to get around shots. Chuck, you want to take a shot? I'm about to take one.
You always know.
I'll take a half shot
half
of
We'll go with that.
like tequila or whiskey.
Yeah, definitely though. Like, this town's like,
There's 2 glasses right there.
it's like, it's definitely progressing. I know people that have lived here for 30 years don't really want to hear that, but like, it is. No matter what we do, like, the world's gonna progress.
Am I
This
pouring one
town's
for
gonna
you
change.
too, Chuck?
Yeah, definitely. But I think it's changing for the good,
He can fold. He's a big boy. He can handle it.
Yeah.
He's like, it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
On a
That's good.
Tuesday.
Shout out to McConan.
Tuesday midday vibes going up right now.
I do love a Tuesday. Is it Taco Tuesday in town?
Yes.
Shout out to all
It's
the
actually
businesses
Taco
trying to do their
Tuesday,
thing on a Tuesday.
Right across the street,
Right across the way at Telly's.
Telly's.
Shout out to Telly's as well.
Down the hatch. Let it marinate. So we about to get into this year's ski season. Is there any?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be.
Now I heard. I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know if you ever heard this yet.
Okay.
There's a couple new trails that was being cut and trimmed for the mountain. Is that real?
You know what? I haven't been keeping up. Honestly, I'm not a good person to ask.
I'm probably the last person to ask.
I have no idea, so.
I know whether it is or not. I'm
All
super
of us are
excited to get back
clueless
up
on
there.
that subject.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm really excited to get back up there.
I love this town and all the seasons though, and everything that it has to offer.
I'm gonna try to learn how to snowboard this season too. I haven't yet. I've been scared, but branch out a little bit, see if I can get on the board. Used to surf a little bit in Hawaii, so hopefully those skills transcend a little bit
Yeah.
to snowboarding.
A lot of people love to do both. They love the
We can
beach
both
and
learn
the
together,
mountains.
Khari.
Yep. I hope to get to that level one day where I can do both equally. Right now, I'm just praying that I don't bust my ass too much in that
Yeah.
snowboard.
You know what I was gonna mention too, just another subject of just community and like music and doing something awesome.
Yeah.
Is like just trying to maybe get more involved in like doing something with the kids,
Absolutely.
or not even the kids, just like an all ages thing.
Okay.
And doing maybe like a songwriting or a jam session, or not even like an open mic, but you know what I mean? It's like it could be really cool, and like a workshop or some sort of meeting thing.
I think you did something like
I
that
love that
before, right?
idea.
When-
Yeah,
was it at Rapster?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I mean, I didn't actually get to do it like I
Oh.
wanted to, but I have these, visions of kind of like the open mic from Pita's, but like putting those people they come to Elda, but it's like a different vibe, and it's so amazing still, and I love what Joey does with it. He's awesome, one of the coolest people in town, and just like I love everything about the music people here, and like what they do for everyone, but like I feel like Pita's, which was cool.
It's a much more intimate setting.
And like I allowed the all ages, and that was awesome. Like it was so many young people that had come on stage that blew me away, and it was just awesome. From like age 5 to like age 18 or whatever it was,
So
under 21.
So like a creative minds mixture?
It was cool, and it was, it'd be just cool to put something together, like where the community, or maybe we could do it at the Center for the Arts when it opens or whatever, but I would love to be able to be part of that, and it could be a songwriting thing, or maybe we could get in groups, or I don't know, I just love the idea of that, don't you?
I do, and just being part of the creative district, you have to, you don't have to, but it's just, you're wanting to stay on top of stuff like that, always being in the middle of it, or just being involved.
Yeah.
It keeps your life from being mundane.
Yeah.
Because not everybody is into outdoor sports activities, although most of us are, and it's kind of hard not to be when you're living out here, often in that culture. But you have something else to find yourself a part of year round.
That's a totally, I feel like music sometimes is physical as much as it is like it's more mental too. Like you're putting so much but you do have to, if you're doing an instrument, it can be hard, and it's so much fun. It takes a lot of time
and commitment and practice for
I love the structured idea of the thing I'm talking about with the songwriting. I love it.
They can vibe off each other so much.
That would be cool.
Bounce ideas,
Meet up, like, I don't know, we could do like 5 weeks or whatever we do, and y'all meet every week and have like a different subject, or come back and be like, okay, we created this.
Just imagine
and then the end, you like, for something
creative projects that can spawn from the ideas that are spit at that type of function.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the last one would be like a show. Everyone like has to present, because it does put a lot of your anxiety out there too, and it's a cool.
Like you never know. Like some people might have never even tried to write a song before.
Well, and it's cool to see that there's so many different ways too. There's verse, chorus, there's struck, or you can have a bridge, and there's just no bridge too. I mean, there's that one song I was just playing. Whatever. There's songs that don't even have a chorus. You know what I mean?
There's standard structure, then there's off standard, which is unorthodox, but it works.
I love it though. Yeah, songwriting is just so much. There's so much involved, and I feel like that's what I miss most about sometimes the open mic nights or whatever is that weekly connection.
Have you been working on anything recently, like any original stuff?
Yeah, just the album. Trying to finish that with Just Pal, and just creating so many cool new songs. But off that, I have a song in the making. Very rough draft about just CB and kind of like what it's like to live here, and it's not always a dream that people may see that come in just for a time, like the tourism or whatever. You live here, it's so magical, and they don't understand maybe the hardships that we go through that they don't see.
They definitely don't.
Yeah.
So you won't find all the time. It's like no, I'm not.
Stuff you won't find on the Travel Channel.
I work where you vacation, and live where you vacation. I get to enjoy it, but we work a lot out here,
Yeah, there's so many
things. It's not
things.
exactly cheap to live out here.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, and there's so many other like aspects about it, not just like the cost of living, but just like and I'd love to even talk about that. Like, I'd love for you to talk about that one time. Like, even just like there's even articles about like mountain towns or elevation, even just like about what it does.
Yeah, the physicality is.
I even was reading, and it's just all so interesting, and it's controversial, and there's just so many different beliefs.
Yeah, it really is.
No, man, like if you don't like winter, and like kind of like there are down days during the winter and stuff, so if you can't handle like, I wouldn't say bad days, but like, I don't know, it's weird. Like me being from Alabama, like coming out here, like I love it out here, and even on like the bad days when it's dreary and all that, but like some people, it just takes a toll on the mind after a while.
Yeah. Especially if they come from a totally different cultural environment, like
if you don't have a good
adapt. Some people can't adapt.
Yeah, it could definitely get lonely.
Yeah.
But it's also not that hard to make friends out here.
Absolutely not. I said this on like almost every episode. I made more friends in the first 6 months than I thought I would do in the first year and a half. It just blew my mind. Like, wow, it's a small town, but just coming from some totally different world, it's just like, wow, okay, I can do this for a while, right?
Yeah.
4 years later, still here, loving it.
Definitely coming from Montgomery, Alabama out here, it's a lot different. A lot different.
Yeah, it is. It's like this town is just, it's different than any other place I definitely don't want to be anywhere else. Love it here. But yeah, it definitely there's phases, you know, and there's other like things about the town too, where you know I mean these seasonal off seasons or whatever you want to call them, they're harder, I guess, for people because they get lonely or something or whatever happens to your.
They think they run out of stuff to do.
Yeah.
And you don't really just gotta
everyone
find it and
goes
connect.
through that.
Yeah.
Even the happiest of happy or
Yep,
the busiest
I went through that too.
of busy. Everybody. And it's when I've been thinking about when I'm low like that lately this year even more because of when I'm like there. I'm like, wow, like I get like that too, but I gotta get it back up.
Exactly.
It's always somehow.
But that's where the
People you're always gonna feel, you know, down at some point in your life. If you don't, well then, hell yeah, good for you.
that's when having the
But
right
there are
people around
levels
you to
of
help strengthen each other helps out a lot. Even if it's like a small core group of people, that's all I really need.
But yeah, and it's, you know, not all the situations that I've been through, you know, they're all situational and everything, so it's all okay, and everyone's gonna get through it, and you know,
everybody has their own support system.
Yeah.
So I noticed you brought your guitar with you today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
before
in
we started,
case.
it was like just talking and vibing. I don't know if you felt like giving us a little sample of whatever you had in the works, or so whatever you was feeling. Like what you did earlier.
Yeah.
I was kind of living.
I'd have to look up stuff for that, but I would maybe play, you know, a little snippet of maybe like a song.
Yeah, we would love that. That'll be the first time on the show, musical performance, if you will.
How should we do that? Should I just like?
You can just do it sitting however you're sitting right now.
I'll just.
And Mike will pick it up. You know. Yeah. You can do it back there. What's the name of that costume you say you can do, Chuck, for Halloween? It was like, was the word priest involved? Something Viking something?
Yeah, it's pagan priest, Viking priest.
Explain how that looks. The way you had it look in your mind or whatever.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be almost the same thing as last year, except just a lot more detail. Last year, I didn't put a lot of time into it.
Okay.
Just did like 5 minutes. But I mean, it's just like a black, like painted black mask across the face.
Oh, like
one eye,
one for Ben Talk, but more detail. Okay.
And then like some runes on my forehead, more blood, more like colors down.
Nice.
Crossing over the black. But it should be fun.
Oh man.
It's funny, Mac actually told me the other night I should be Joe Rogan for Halloween, so I might do that next year.
Joe Rogan. Oh
yeah.
You ain't got no facial hair though, right?
Oh yeah, I know.
I know you're not gonna shave that. Come on now, you feel about the beard, man. 5 years.
That's what I said. Yeah, that's also why I said next year.
And he's bald too.
After this time, shaving my face, like it was awkward, but like it wasn't as big of a deal as like I guess I made it out to be. Like it wasn't that big of a deal to me.
I'm just trying to picture Joe Rogan though, because he's bald with no facial hair or nothing. He's buff and everything, so I'm like, where'd she say that?
So shout out to fucking Joe Rogan.
Yeah, the experience.
His newest special on Netflix is fucking fire, dude.
What's it called?
It's Joe Rogan's Stranger Times, I think.
I gotta look that up. I don't think I've heard of that. I gotta check that out.
It just came out like a few days ago.
Okay.
But it is fucking hilarious, man.
So what kind of show is it? Is it?
It's stand up.
Oh, okay, the stand up.
Yeah, it's one of his. He hasn't done like a stand up special in a while.
Yeah, I saw his first. I saw 2 of them. Those are pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, like that one was hilarious. Me and Matt would die laughing.
Oh man, I definitely want to check that one out.
Definitely check it out. But yeah, so you're going as Black Panther, right?
Yeah, I got the full bodysuit costume and everything. Probably gonna wear a hoodie under the top part because the mask like covers the front half of my head. Since my hoodie is black, it's gonna match the whole costume. It's gonna look bright, and it's gonna be a little chilly out here too.
Keep that head warm.
Yeah, walking around with a fresh fade with a mask on and cold, and that's not gonna work. So it's gonna be fun though. It's the first time. Well, I don't say first time, but first time I took a costume this far. Why is he a big fan?
A little like some of the stuff's so unfinished on the track.
Yeah.
Or on the EP, I should say. That there's like just little tiny things maybe, but I'll play like
Whatever you want.
It's so quiet now.
Everybody's listening.
So this goes. This is just like I'm gonna play with just tiny little bit of this track.
Little snippet.
All right, cool. So all the songs start with like me and the guitar, and then they kind of go from there. And all of them are electronic or mountain-tronica, new term.
You say mountain-tronica? Hey, she just coined a new genre, y'all. Mountain-tronica. Y'all can't steal it.
So this one goes, if this is real, 1 hour more, 'cause it feels so nice when your heart explodes, when your heart explodes, when your heart explodes. I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching, gonna sing at the top of my lungs. It's all shining, beaming, glowing fire. It's all shining, beaming, glowing fire.
Just a little taste, y'all. Just a little taste. I gotta wait for the EP for
For
the rest of
being
that goodness
unprepared
right
today
there.
for a track like from the new album, like I should have been more thinking that you were gonna ask me that actually.
Actually, I didn't even know you was gonna bring the guitar, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, this has been great, and we was actually talking. Well, briefly spoke earlier. Like some plans for maybe another collaboration.
Yeah, I would love that.
Putting together another song.
I would love that.
Yeah, it's something one thing that I've loved since I've been out here, just being able to vibe and collaborate with different artists, even of genres that I've never thought I would even dream to do mixes with, and ended up coming out with some great material, great songs. And it's like worked out great. I've met a lot of people that way also, not just here in this valley, but in Gunnison also.
Yeah. You know.
Sometimes you'd be surprised, you never know what you can do until you get it done.
How long have you been doing music, Khari?
Roughly, well, recording professionally and performing since like 2007. But I've been writing since 96. I still got every rhyme I wrote since 96 in a box right now. Yellow ass papers, boxed that thing. Hundreds and hundreds of songs.
I love that.
90% of them will probably never see the light of day if I keep them just for. I never know, whatever.
Yeah.
You never know, I can borrow a line from here and there.
No, I do the
Half of them
same. I've a
memorized.
similar year that I was writing music too. And
When
like,
you get real famous,
so
you
fun.
can just sell them.
Yeah. I think I put out my first album in 2012.
Sure.
I've just been releasing stuff since then, mixtapes, class.
Yeah. Yeah, my
The man's
parents.
always doing something.
I love that.
Non-stop.
Always.
My parents got me like a 4-track recorder when I was in
I remember
high
those.
school.
I remember those.
Yeah, and I was like recording stuff and literally in their basement, like different layers and
Yep.
just that. I listened to some of them going, oh my gosh, what was I?
Experiment,
Like
learning.
I don't even remember any of this yet, but it's cool. Like that I was, doing that. I remember doing that in college too, and just like so many different things I've written, like different people almost that I was in those phases, and I don't remember some of the stuff I wrote, and some of it I use it.
It's funny the things that we like forget to make room for other memories.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, what? I did that?
Right?
Yeah.
We're doing that.
You're like,
Look back at some old pictures and stuff. Like
you're living in the present too, and you kind of do that too, and you
Yeah.
don't remember it. Man, I was really feeling it.
Mm-hmm. I try to write stuff down, like voice memo stuff when it pops in my head or whatever. I don't always do that, and I'll forget something that may have been a great idea. Or sometimes I'll do like write it down or voice memo it and take it back later, and like, okay, I'll use this for blah blah blah. Like if I look back on old rhymes or pictures I may have drawn or pictures taken, think like, dang, what was I thinking? Like, well, I was on some bullshit that day or whatever, and it just makes you laugh because like you think makes you push you back in that time space and a flashback.
And you're also like impressed, or you know, at times too, where you're like, man, I did that. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Kind of think about how much you've evolved since then.
Yeah, like wow, like that's awesome.
Better now.
Do you ever like come across yourself like remembering an idea you did or looking back and seeing an idea you did? It can be anything, whether it be any kind of artist or whatever. And then it could have been years ago. And then you look at it now like somebody else ended up doing it, but you never said it. You never actually mentioned it, but somebody else ended up doing it. It's like, wow. And it becoming big and famous, making a lot of money. You're like, wow, great minds think like, what if back then I would have done something with that? That could have been me or even better.
Yeah.
That happens to me all the time. And I try to think about, okay, now, things that I'm thinking about now, I better do something with it. It can be trash, it can be garbage, but I never know until I put it out there, because you never know what it can grow to later on. So I always try not to hold anything back, even if I think it's not a good idea. Maybe to somebody or somewhere it's a great idea. I just may not like it, but put it out anyway.
People somewhere out there, someone's thinking of a new Facebook card. So it's like you got ideas book in hand, like they need a technician, someone that like can. Or some
like
sort
do
of
coding
person
and stuff,
that,
and put it out there, has resources.
You know, there's
the right,
different mindset.
Get in front of the right people,
or apps they have out there. People are always thinking of the new, you know. But I feel like that's coming next.
It is.
Because I hear like kids, like I'm sure people are like somewhere. Facebook's got to be like it's hilarious to me right now what's happening with Facebook with all the like codes and things that people are
algorithms
hacking,
is crazy.
and like it's cracking me up. Some of the people that put up, touch this, hold down, and you know, it's like what?
And what's amazing is like whatever's the next big thing that's going to be the next big thing, it's being built right now, and it's being built based off of what are the mistakes that the big thing that's out now is making. How can we do something that doesn't involve those mistakes? Yeah. That's how Facebook was some of those ideas like, okay, MySpace is fucking up this many ways, so how can we make something that doesn't have those mistakes that can capitalize on that? Now MySpace is kind of dead. It's still being used, but it's kind of dead. And then Facebook is the biggest thing in the world. Everybody and their mama got it. Yeah. And the same thing, Twitter is based off of,
everything.
And we do almost have to peel people off of electronics in general.
Yeah. Like Twitter was like, okay, chat room is almost dead. How can we make something that's like chat room with steroids about the mistakes? Bam, Twitter. They say no, it's the second biggest platform in the world. And I don't really know. It's a cycle going on after that.
I do like that Crested Butte kind of, you know, we're not as pop culture, so you know, we are kind of tied into some social. Yeah. But you know, media and stuff. It's just
I'll be back, everybody.
Yep.
But yeah, it was. It's just.
It's gonna take a piece.
Yeah. All that stuff, though, it's a whole topic of things too with the social, but I do like that Crested Butte. We stay connected more to socially people. You know, we don't have cable, and like some people just, you know, we do a lot of outdoorsy stuff, and we're very, you know, hands-on people, like face to face.
And that's one of the benefits I see of like if somebody were to raise their kids here, that it's more of an outdoorsy life. It's a little less of stuck in front of a TV or a computer screen all day like it would be in a lot of other places. Yeah. You're more encouraged to be out, be interactive with other people, and spend more of your time doing that. And it's part of the reason why almost everybody here is in shape in some way, because you're always doing some kind of outdoor activity.
It's also important to have like not be afraid of alone time too, because you know you got to be able to do that as well, because there's another connection there.
Appreciate at least a little bit of solitude. You know, there's those who like to be around people all the time. There's those who like to be by themselves all the time. Yeah. There's a good balance to that.
I'm a people person. You to do both.
I love people. I love being around people, out and about, sociable. But I love my alone time so much, because sometimes just sit, compose, and just think without any distractions. I can plan stuff because I'm a big planner. I can plan ahead, everything. And each time just plan, plot stuff out, especially when you try and grow a business or something. You know.
That's so awesome. Thanks for inviting me. I've been having so much fun talking with you, Khari. And
absolutely, man.
I don't know, lately I've been thinking about.
And it's been a while since I've seen you been able to talk, so it's good finally coming together, just like catch up on shit. You know, just see what's been going on with you lately. Are you still at
Secret Stash?
Stash? Yeah. I've been there. Went there for the first time in many months. Like, I think me and my girl and her friend was there after we went hiking. Was it 2 or 3 weeks ago? Yeah. I just forget how much I love that place.
I love it too. It's good energy in there.
Yeah.
And
It
it's
always seems like it.
awesome staff, great, amazing bosses. And
Yep.
it's the best food. Can't ask for a better place.
Yeah, I can't complain, man. Pizza's my favorite food. Everybody knows me, knows that. So, one of my favorite spots in town. Absolutely. I am going to get myself another shot. Cause I think I know where to go for a while. I am a huge fan of
Ooh, that's pretty bottle.
vodka, blue raspberry. Raspberry is what I happen to be sipping on right now.
Nice. Wow, that's a cool container.
Yeah, my girlfriend got me this when she went to Europe on her trip. It's shot glass. It's the first one I've ever seen like this. It's a very, very unique one too. I'm not sure I forgot what country this one was from, but yeah. Love it.
Oh, that's so nice. That's a cool, like, souvenir to bring somebody.
Yeah, very much appreciate it. Did you check out Move the Butte last year?
I actually last year I didn't get to go last year, but just due to people involved in the stash and just trying to help people out. But I absolutely love it. It's my favorite things. I always tell people to go. I usually never miss a year. But man, I know you're a big part of it. What a great thing.
I believe next year will be a monumental year for it because it's going to be a new building, brand new building, state of the art, big stage, big everything, much cool, different things,
so cool.
classrooms and stuff in there that they've been wanting to do for a while.
And she's amazing.
Yeah,
She's amazing. And Sasha, I don't know who else puts it on. KT.
Amber, I know she's doing it again this year. I think she is. I remember saying something about we'll be going to something else next year. But I have utmost appreciation and gratitude for what they've allowed me to do, especially this coming year. Going to do something that has not been done in that show. I'm going to perform an original song, rap song. It's going to be a song about the show.
I love it.
Yeah. I'm going to have maybe a couple background dancers with me. We're still working out the details and like when and how I'm going to do it because we all have ideas. That's been great ideas they've been presenting me with. I sent them the song already. It's already done. And they love it. I love it. It's so much fun. I cannot wait.
Oh my gosh. I love these kind of visions. Yeah.
When I first came out, the first summer I was out here, I've always wondered like, hey, how can I get a chance to perform at the Center for the Arts? I know this isn't really a hip hop town, but my style of hip hop is more like R&B, jazzy hip hop mostly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how can I eventually get a chance to do that? Yeah. And the attempts that I made of connecting with people to do it hasn't really worked out. I'm like, okay, maybe my approach is different. Maybe my approach is wrong. How can I find the right venue, time? Then like, well, 2 more years go by. I do Move the Butte 2 times. I'm thinking, maybe something to this. Okay. So I'm thinking, I write a song about the show since I love the show so much and make it family friendly and all that and make it produce the beat, make it fun to sit and dance to or at the same time listen, make it a good stage performance. Don't be just like some guy on stage, make it like a production.
It's the perfect
wow, this is so much fun. I can't wait.
You're awesome, Khari. I love what you put to Move the Butte too, and like I've been seeing it just since I've been moved here. But I'm telling you, it's just so cool. Every year there's a different person putting a different spin on it.
Yeah.
And, with all the like different, this place is transitional and there's a lot of creative vibes that float in and out.
Right.
And so it's cool though because every year it's different. And
I love that.
It's awesome, and you put such a cool spin on it. Thanks. You can definitely. You're awesome. Yeah.
Man, this has been great talk, man. It's been a great day. I'm so glad you've been able to make it today.
Thanks for having me. It's so unexpected that I love it so much, and so much amazing love. I always have a good time talking to you, and you have so much creative energy.
Nice.
It's great.
Man, well, did you want to promote anything? Is there anything coming up you want to talk about? Your where they can find you on social media, your email, or anything you want to put out?
I should be promoting the album soon. I'd love to come on the show again when it comes out.
Welcome anytime.
But yeah, that I can't say that you can get it anywhere yet, but I would love to do maybe a couple performances this winter, and me and Justin even talked about getting together some sort of performance with, our songs,
Cool.
which would be really cool.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend, CY, keeps telling me, you gotta practice that because it's gotta be good. And that would be really, really cool. And that's something we want to put out into the future for us to view performances.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, new performances, new styles, different types of shows to keep the people from outside coming in and visit, and keep people here interested, so you don't see the same thing over and over again. That's what Creative District is all about, man. New expanding ideas that just never stop.
That'd be so cool.
Man, this has been great conversation. Real talk with real people in the Infinite Ambition podcast. This is episode 9. We're here with the lovely Shannon, and we want to continue to remind y'all to recognize your limitless worth and stay lifted and stay positive. Peace.